the environment or all the incentives that they get, means whatever they are getting out of that job in return, that leads to job satisfaction.
Okay. Anybody else wants to answer this? In your own simple words, if you want to say what is job satisfaction, do you want to answer this? Anyone out of you? Okay. So, if we talk in layman language, okay, in simple terms, okay. So, uh, why are you working for the organization? What is the situation that has put you to work? Maybe out of your own interest, maybe you want to learn something, maybe you want to earn something, right? So learning, earning, what are these? These are the needs, right? Your needs are related to what your inner feelings are, right? So whatever your mind tells you that this is my desire or this is the need, that is what you seek to fulfill, right? And then what happens is that you want to fulfill those needs by doing something or some kind of work. So job satisfaction is when your needs, there are certain set of needs which you are seeking to fulfill from your job in terms of money or in terms of some maybe position in the society, some standing, some kind of lifestyle, right? And that is why you want to do a job. Now, say you have one, two, three, four needs. If they are fulfilled from or through your job, we can say that you are satisfied from your job since your needs are fulfilled. But suppose two of your needs are fulfilled, two are unfulfilled. So you would say, I am not satisfied with my job. There is something more that I want through my job since I am not getting from this job or from this work that I am doing, I am feeling dissatisfied or I am not fully satisfied. Right. So, what is job satisfaction? Job satisfaction is the fulfillment of the requirements or the needs that you have through your job. Right. In plain and simple words, it is the level of satisfaction or contentment that you draw from your job. That is called job satisfaction. ठीक है? All right. All right. So it is a level of contentment a person feels from his or her job. This feeling is mainly based on an individual's perception of satisfaction. Now, what does this mean? बहुत बड़ी बात है ये. क्या बात कहना चाह रहे हैं? कहना चाह रहे हैं that your perception about satisfaction, whether you are satisfied or not, that will be your perception. ठीक है ना? क्यों? क्योंकि कोई स्केल नहीं है, कोई इंस्ट्रूमेंट नहीं है जिससे आप मेजर कर सकें कि आप कितने सेटिस्फाइड हैं. That you, like, there's this pulse oximeter, you place your pulse, you place your thumb or finger on it and it takes measures your pulse. ऐसे ही कोई इंस्ट्रूमेंट नहीं होता कि आप अपनी फिंगर प्लेस करें और वो आपको मेजर करके बता दें कि आप कितने सेटिस्फाइड हैं. What I am trying to say is that it is a subjective thing. If I ask somebody who's working with me, why are you satisfied with your job? Right? Somebody will give me an answer that it is giving me money in return, which helps me to fulfill the needs of my family or to pay my expenses, to fulfill my expenses. That is why I am satisfied with this job. Right? Now, if somebody else says, or I ask somebody else that why are you satisfied with your job? Maybe they say that I get to learn a lot of things from my job, and I feel renewed when I learn something new. So this gives me a sense of satisfaction. So everybody's definition of satisfaction will be different. Why? Because their needs are different, right? What I am trying to seek or fulfill from my job, somebody else is trying to fulfill something else. That is why their perception of satisfaction is also different. Now, suppose you're earning a lot, but you're not learning anything new. So the one who was seeking money from their job, they will be satisfied. But the one who was trying to, whose purpose was that I want to learn something new, or I want to grow, or I want to, improve my own skills. Now, if this opportunity is not being provided or they do not get this opportunity, obviously, what will happen? They will not be satisfied. So each one's definition of satisfaction is different, and each one's you know definition is different, and their perception is also different of satisfaction, right? So two people working on the same position, having the same kind of experience, maybe working on the same project also, but their level of satisfaction will be different because their perception of satisfaction is different. All right. So a lot of people will get every facility at their job, but they will not find somebody who supports their work, right, or their growth, or somebody who's not a very supportive supervisor. So despite having everything, they will be dissatisfied because the environment they are working in is not is not conducive, or is not uh, really good for them to work, or they're unable to work in such an environment. So each one's definition, their requirement, their expectation from their job is different. क्या उम्मीद करते हैं, what you are expecting from your job, and if your expectations are fulfilled, you will be satisfied from the job, right? So this is a very important factor from the point of view of an employee, that uh, whether they are satisfied from their job or not, because this is a factor which decides whether they will continue in the job and whether they will give their dedication and focus to their job, or they will just do it for the sake of doing it, and as soon as they get a better opportunity, they will try to switch from the job. So there are many factors that affect job satisfaction. Why do we need to understand it? So that we understand that if employees leave the organization, what can be the probable reason? Because job satisfaction is a very uh, important factor for from the point of view of an employee. And if the employee is not satisfied, obviously वो productivity नहीं दे पाएगा. जब वो productivity नहीं दे पाएंगे तो वो organization को productivity नहीं दे पा रहे हैं तो उनको like the purpose for which they were employed है ना वो fulfill नहीं हो पाएगा. So we will now try to understand the various factors that affect a person's job satisfaction and how do we derive job satisfaction through these factors. The first one is working conditions. Now, working conditions means the physical working conditions of at the workplace. They are called the working conditions, like the temperature, the lighting, the resources that they get, the workplace, the workspace. All these contribute to the physical working conditions. The physical working conditions should be such that they are comfortable. Because ये basic requirement है ना. अगर basic ही नहीं होगा तो कोई भी नहीं satisfied होगा. You also, if you imagine a workplace for yourself, you will want somewhere where the work place is maybe clean, right? You get a proper workspace, a workstation where you can work. The working place is cleaned and hygienic. It is maintained. Whatever resources you require for doing the job that are provided by the organization. Also, the temperature, the lighting are such that it is easy for you to work. अगर ये basic चीजें भी नहीं होंगी तो काम होगा कैसे, है ना? तो ये तो basic requirement है जो कि हर एक employee expect करता है कि उनकी organization उनको provide करे. Whatever technology is required, that is provided by the organization. अब हम लोग वर्क करेंगे या हम लोग पढ़ेंगे about places where working conditions are tough, like in mines, है ना, or in places which are very humid. Now, if a area is humid and you do not have air conditioning, say in a city like Chennai, somebody is working, it is a very humid city, है ना? Most of the time the summers are hot and humid. Summers or most of the time it is hot and humid. So in such a situation, if there is no air conditioning or there is no facility of regulating the temperature and the humidity, how will people work? All the time they will keep worrying about, and because of the discomfort that they will get, they will not be able to focus on the work. They will say, oh my god, it is so hot, it is so humid, I am not able to sit, I am not able to work. पूरा attention, पूरा focus जो work पे जाना चाहिए था वो कहाँ चला गया? On the working conditions. Just because the working conditions were not comfortable, right? So working conditions तो एक बहुत basic factor है. Then the next factor is opportunity for advancement. Advancement, here we mean to say that the growth in the organization. If the employees have the opportunity to grow, to go higher in the organization, to become better in the organization, they will work for it, right? और अगर ये अपॉर्चुनिटीज नहीं है तो क्या होगा? वो काम नहीं कर पाएंगे. They will not be able to work. और not be able to say be better है that they will not be interested in working. क्यों? Many of us feel that हमको तो पैसा मिलना चाहिए, we can do any kind of job, right? Even if it is boring, even if it is monotonous, I am concerned only with money. बट एक्चुअली जब आप काम करना शुरू करते हैं, आप एक ही मोनोटोनसली एक ही काम करते रहते, यू गेट बोर्ड ऑफ इट, टायर्ड एंड बोर्ड, एंड अल्टीमेटली व्हाट विल हैपन, that because of this boredom your efficiency will become less, it will go down because of the boredom that has creeped in the work. So when there are opportunities for growth, when you know that if you do this work, you can go higher, all those who are achievement oriented, all those who want to grow or who want to become better or go higher in the hierarchy of the organization, they will know कि अगर ये टारगेट मीट करेंगे या इस तरीके से काम करेंगे तो हम इस पोजीशन से बेटर पोजीशन पर पहुंच सकते हैं, राइट? और वो स्कोप ही नहीं है तो वो लेवल ऑफ मोटिवेशन आएगा ही नहीं इन दोज पीपल हु आर सीकिंग सम काइंड ऑफ अचीवमेंट और ग्रोथ फ्रॉम द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, right? So some people, they want more responsibility, or they want to learn more, they want to hold positions which give them more power. So, or maybe they want to learn something, कोई कोर्स, कोई ट्रेनिंग, कोई सॉफ्टवेयर जिसको वो सीखना चाहते हैं ताकि वो बेटर तरीके से काम कर सकें. अगर ये सब अपॉर्चुनिटीज नहीं होंगी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में फॉर लर्निंग, फॉर एजुकेशन, फॉर ग्रोथ, फॉर यू नो going higher in the organization, then most of the people will, after a point of time, I'm not saying in 1 month or in 1 year they will get bored. 5-10 years on the same position, if you're working, obviously you will feel that I have not added anything new to my life. I'm at the same position, maybe working at the same salary, or maybe working at a higher salary, but I'm doing the same kind of work for the past 10 years without adding to my profile, without enriching my profile, without doing anything. I am over the same position and the same. So this can be disappointing to many people who want to learn new things. Now, next is workload and stress level. Now, you would tell me that if the workload is less, people will be happy. But, or if there is no workload, but it is not such. You know, some level of workload is required to keep people going, to keep them working, to keep them motivated. And why? Because that is the thing, that is the work that is going to engage them. Somebody who is free all the time, these people also get depressed. Why? Because there's no work, there's nothing to do, there's nothing to learn, there's nothing to you know put your attention to. You're only doing, say, work for 1 or 2 hours, and then there's no work. Then the employees will be idle. What will they do in their idle time? Maybe they learn something, very good, well and good, constructive hai, but maybe a destructive feeling creeps in, or they start doing some work which negatively affects the organization, right? Which does not let the uh, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ग्रो. हो सकता है वो किसी और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को आपकी इंफॉर्मेशन देने लगे, क्यों काम नहीं था, यू केम इनटू contact with people, or wasting the time gossiping and talking to each other, doing nothing, but wasting the time and energy, also the resources of the organization. So it is very important to have a certain level of workload in the organization. कुछ और ये कुछ काम या कुछ लेवल ऑफ वर्कलोड को अगर हम लोग डिफाइन करें तो देयर शुड बी एन ऑप्टिमम लेवल ऑफ वर्क. व्हाट इज एन ऑप्टिमम लेवल? Optimum means which is appropriate. It should be too low. I'm not saying it should be average. Your skills and capabilities, work should be allotted to the employees so that they are engaged, they are engrossed and giving optimum level of output. यानी कि बहुत ज़्यादा उनके ऊपर लोड नहीं है, ज़्यादा लोड होगा तो स्ट्रेस भी ज़्यादा होगा. And when the stress is high, instead of the efficiency improving or instead of कि वो better काम करेंगे या वो ज़्यादा output देंगे, it will work in a reverse manner because they will not be able to work properly because of the higher level of stress, because of the load of the work. So workload should be of an optimum level, and that will create an optimum level of stress. Even optimum level of stress is required to do work. अगर बिल्कुल स्ट्रेस नहीं होगा तो कोई काम करेगा ही नहीं, और बहुत स्ट्रेस होगा तो काम करना मुश्किल हो जाएगा, राइट? जैसे कि आपके एग्जामिनेशंस होते हैं, यू नो दैट देयर इज अ पैटर्न ऑफ एग्जामिनेशंस, है ना, कि at the end of 6 months or at the end of the semester our examinations will take place. So what happens? Because of the load or the pressure of the examinations, you learn that subject because you know that if you will not get passing marks, then you will not be qualifying for the next semester. तो सम लेवल ऑफ स्ट्रेस, और अगर होगा ही नहीं, एग्जाम नहीं होगा तो आप पढ़ेंगे ही नहीं. कि भाई बहुत कम लोग होंगे जो इतने ओरिएंटेड और मोटिवेटेड हैं कि नहीं कुछ नया सीखने के लिए पढ़ना है. जब एग्जाम नहीं होना है, डिग्री ऐसे ही मिल जाएगी तो पढ़ना क्यों, राइट? सो some amount of stress is also necessary to make people work. So there should be an optimum amount of workload which will create an optimum amount of stress. Now the next is respect from co-workers. What do I mean to say by respect from co-workers? All those who are working with you, they should have a respectful relationship with each other. Why? Because that will create a good environment to work. When people cooperate with each other, so employees feel that even if they are not able to work or they are not able to solve a problem, or if they find it difficult, there is somebody who is going to cooperate with them, right? Especially the co-workers that you work with, right? So sometimes you're stressed about something, and when you talk about it to your colleagues or co-workers, they try to pacify you, they try to support you, and that gives you some amount of relief from that problem. Even if there is no solution, but at least there is psychological support from the co-workers. So if the co-workers are rude, they are arrogant, and they are abusive, they are hostile, so it will be very depressing to work in such a situation. That is why respect from co-workers is necessary, so that people can work together as a team or can work cooperatively with each other. Then relationship with supervisors. Now supervisors are the ones who are the immediate bosses or the ones to whom the employees are reporting, right? So the employees, they need this support, they need this trust that the supervisors are there to guide them, to support them, to solve their problems. If the supervisors, or if they feel that the supervisors will not do so, instead of becoming self dependent कि हम अपना काम खुद कर लेंगे, they will be afraid of making a mistake, and if they are afraid of making a mistake, they will not try anything new. Why? Because अगर गलती हो गई तो who is going to help us out? That is why they do not even try to do new things, because doing new things is going to uh, maybe land them in some trouble, because they know that the supervisors are not going to help them or even listen. कि हमको कोई प्रॉब्लम होगी तो वी नो दैट वी कैन गो टू दिस पर्सन एंड we can share our problems. So even if the person has no solution but trusts you, motivates you that okay, you will be able to find the solution, but try again, you know. And then if you're not able to do it, we'll try to figure out a solution. इतना ही अगर कोई बोल दे, ऐसे ही कोई support दे दे, so working in the organization will become easy, right? Therefore, work, it is, you know, it is a saying, एक belief है that employees do not leave their organizations, they leave their bosses, because they are the ones in the organization with whom the employees are closely related with. You know, if you have a problem, you have to go to the supervisor. Now, if the supervisor does not trust you, does not help you out, so it is going to become difficult for you to work in that organization, because you do not see any support in the organization. That is why this saying goes true that employees, they don't leave their organization, they leave their bosses. Then last but not the least, financial rewards. कि आपको मिल क्या रहा है in return of doing your job, in terms of salary, in terms of wages, in terms of bonus, in terms of incentives, right? उसको बोलते हैं हम लोग रेम्यूनरेशन या कॉम्पेंसेशन, है ना? तो जितना काम कर रहे हैं उसके अकॉर्डिंगली कॉम्पेंसेशन होना चाहिए. If the compensation is less than what you are contributing to the organization, the employee will not be happy to work in such an organization कि इतना हम effort कर रहे हैं, इतना हम organization में contribute कर रहे हैं, और still there is no uh, recognition of the effort because we are being paid less. तो employee को exploited feel होगा, right? सबसे पहले तो the person needs money to fulfill their own basic needs. So if they are not being paid well, if they are not paid according to the work they are doing, then they will not be satisfied in an organization. Right? So sufficient amount of compensation is required to keep the employees satisfied from their job. Suppose कोई ओवर टाइम कर रहा है, तो that should person should be paid as per the ओवर टाइम रेट, है ना? ओवर टाइम करवा भी रहे हैं, काम भी करवा दे रहे हैं, बट पेमेंट कुछ नहीं मिल रहा है. तो इस तरीके का जो सिचुएशन होती है, इस तरीके के जो प्रॉब्लम्स होती हैं, दैट क्रिएट डिससैटिस्फैक्शन इन द एम्प्लॉइज. So these were the factors that affect the job satisfaction of employees. Plus organization को अपनी organization के factors के according identify करना चाहिए, अपनी एम्प्लॉयज के अकॉर्डिंग आइडेंटिफाई करना चाहिए कि इनको क्या फैक्टर्स हो सकते हैं जो इनको सेटिस्फाई कर सकते हैं. जैसे कि सर्विसेज में the factors of satisfaction will be slightly different because the service industry is different from a product based industry. जैसे कि हॉस्पिटैलिटी, जैसे कि एयर हॉस्टेसेस जो वर्क करते हैं, नाउ यू कैन नॉट कंपेयर कि उनको क्या वर्क मिलता है या एक फ्लाइट पे या जो भी देयर वर्क इज. Maybe they are always under this psychological stress that they have always they have to smile and support and provide service to people. It is not always possible. So this is psychologically draining. So their factors will be different. Maybe they need a break, or their working days and working hours should be different from what is in a product based industry. So their factors of satisfaction will be different. So employers need to identify कि क्या factors of satisfaction है उस organization के, और then they should seek to provide those factors or to maintain those factors so that the employees are satisfied in that organization. Now, what is the significance or the importance of job satisfaction in an organization? So, as I told you that it is an important factor for the employees and also for the employers. अगर एम्प्लॉई सेटिस्फाइड होगा तो वो अच्छे से काम करेगा, वो फोकस होकर काम करेगा, वो अच्छे रिजल्ट्स देगा, वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में स्टे करेगा, है ना. तो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को भी बेनिफिट मिलता है जॉब सेटिस्फैक्शन से या जॉब सेटिस्फैक्शन इंश्योर करने से, है ना. सो इफ there is job satisfaction in an organization, what will happen? There will be lower staff turnover. In the last lecture, I told you what is employee turnover. Employee turnover or staff turnover is the number of employees leaving an organization in a specific period of time. तो अगर एक साल में say 10 employees leave the organization, so employee turnover or the staff turnover will be 10. So lower staff turnover means lesser number of people will leave the organization. When lesser number of people will leave, what will happen? आपको लगेगा उससे क्या होगा? उससे ये होगा कि हमारे पास वही employees हैं जो experienced होंगे, who know their work. And when you have to, recruit and select new people, what happens is, पहले तो recruitment selection की पूरी process करने में there is a there is involvement of a lot of time and energy. You have to arrange for, first you have to call for interviews, then you have to screen the candidates कि कौन qualification or experience के according eligible है, then you have to call them, then you have to take, you have to arrange a panel who will take their interview. फिर जो सिलेक्ट होंगे उनको आपको ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में ट्रेन करना पड़ेगा, जब वो सीख जाएंगे तब वो काम कर पाएंगे, राइट. तो बहुत सारा टाइम, एनर्जी और कॉस्ट लगती है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की. So if there is lower staff turnover, it is like an indirect profit to the organization. Higher productivity, again, if people are satisfied, तो वो क्या करेंगे? They will like doing their work, no? काम करेंगे तो क्या होगा? अच्छा आउटपुट मिलेगा, अच्छी क्वालिटी का आउटपुट मिलेगा, मे बी क्वांटिटी इंक्रीज होगी, तो देयर विल बी हायर प्रोडक्टिविटी. रिडक्शन इन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स एंड कंप्लेंट्स. व्हेन यू आर सेटिस्फाइड, तो कुछ फैक्टर्स होंगे ना जिनकी वजह से सेटिस्फाइड है. अच्छा एनवायरनमेंट है, कोवर्कर्स अच्छे हैं, सुपरवाइजर अच्छा है, अच्छा पैसा मिल रहा है, तो क्या होगा? कॉन्फ्लिक्ट कम होंगे. कॉन्फ्लिक्ट कब होता है? जब आपको किसी चीज से प्रॉब्लम है. So when the factors will be in place, then the satisfaction will be higher, so conflicts will be lesser. Maybe जो resources हैं वो भी मिल रहे हैं. There is conflict over the availability of resources, or you're not getting the resources, so conflicts भी कम होंगी और complaints भी कम होंगी. Complaints क्यों कम होंगी? Suppose your supervisor is cooperative, तो क्या होगा, अगर प्रॉब्लम होगी तो आप उसके साथ डिस्कस करेंगे, वो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर देगा। तो कंप्लेंट्स क्या होता है, अ फॉर्मल रिटन और ओरल रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ योर प्रॉब्लम। तो जब प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगी तो उसको आप रिप्रेजेंट क्यों करेंगे? सो रिडक्शन इन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स एंड कंप्लेंट्स। पंक्चुअलिटी, I told you absenteeism is a drawback of when you do not like your job or the work environment or the supervisor, so you purposely start absenting yourself. But if you are happy and satisfied with your job, you will follow the rules and regulations, right? And that will amount to reduced absenteeism and going late to the organization. Both punctuality will be there and absenteeism will reduce. Better worker morale. Better worker morale. Morale is I told you, morale is a group phenomena. Morale means the general level of satisfaction of the employees. तो पूरे department का या पूरे organization का क्या general level of motivation है, that will be the morale. So when people are satisfied, they are getting what they expect from the job, so they will be, their general level of motivation will be, or their combined or their average level of motivation will be higher or better. Okay. This I told you, that how does job satisfaction relate with productivity, that if people are satisfied, they will focus on their job, they will do their job, or they will be more interested and engaged with their work. What will happen? Better output मिलेगा, अच्छे quality का, quantity का, तो productivity better होगी. This also I told you that it ensures a better working environment. Why? Job satisfaction है, इसका ही मतलब ये है कि बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स जो रिक्वायर्ड है वो है, और वो फैक्टर्स हैं तो यानी कि वर्किंग कंडीशंस अच्छी हैं, वर्किंग एनवायरनमेंट अच्छा है, जो लोग आपके साथ काम करते हैं वो कोऑपरेटिव हैं, your supervisors are helpful, they trust you, they solve your problems, they give you support, so this creates a better working environment. This also we've discussed, that job satisfaction and absenteeism and turnover, that if you will satisfy, you will probably not absent yourself purposely from the job, so absenteeism will be lower, and you will also not leave the organization and go, so turnover will be lower. Here also we are not talking about the financial turnover, but we are talking about the employee turnover or the staff turnover. So lesser number of employees will leave the organization. Now, this is very important. Employee satisfaction can lead to customer satisfaction. How? I gave you an example of an air hostess in this lecture, where I said that the work is very draining. It requires a lot of energy, effort, because they need to be and help, be and show that they are cooperative. They need to carry a smile on their face all the time. They, especially in the services industry, what happens is that there is a pressure of directly dealing with the customer, जैसे कि customer service या customer support जो होता है ना, जैसे कि हॉस्पिटल इंडस्ट्री है, जैसे कि हॉस्पिटैलिटी इंडस्ट्री है, communications, teaching, all these are service based industries. Here what happens is that you have to directly deal with the customer. Now if you yourself are dissatisfied and unhappy, your interest in dealing with the customer will be lesser, because क्या करना जब कुछ रिटर्न ही नहीं मिल रहा है, जो मुझे एक्सपेक्टेशन है अपनी जॉब से वो फुलफिल ही नहीं हो रही है, then I will not feel like dealing with the customers well. या अगर प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड भी इंडस्ट्री है तो मैं क्यों फोकस, मेरा मन ही नहीं रहेगा काम करने में, तो मेरा आउटपुट ही नहीं अच्छा मिलेगा. जब आउटपुट अच्छा नहीं होगा या आपने प्रॉपरली फोकस करके कोई प्रोडक्ट नहीं बनाया है, तो हो सकता है उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम हो, कोई you have not exactly matched the standards and the requirements. क्या होगा, हो सकता है कि वो प्रोडक्ट उस तरीके से परफॉर्म नहीं करे जैसे उसको करना चाहिए, तो कस्टमर नहीं सेटिस्फाइड होगा. आप हैप्पी हैं अपनी जॉब से, यू आर सेटिस्फाइड, यू आर हैप्पी विद योर जॉब, you are motivated at your job, so you will be happy even to deal with the customers because you know कि आप जो भी काम कर रहे हैं उसका रिटर्न आपको मिलेगा. So employee satisfaction leads to customer satisfaction, or job satisfaction of the employee will lead to customer satisfaction. That is why nowadays organizations have started treating their employees as their internal customers. Internal customer और external customer जो आपका product या service use कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. इंटरनल कस्टमर क्यों? क्योंकि कस्टमर को आप इम्पोर्टेंस देते हैं, क्योंकि वो आपको बिजनेस देता है. सो इफ यू स्टार्ट ट्रीटिंग योर एम्प्लॉइज एज कस्टमर्स, तो क्या होगा? आप उनकी नीड्स का ध्यान देंगे, व्हाट दे वांट, व्हाट दे एक्सपेक्ट, व्हाट they are getting from the organization, and when you will treat them as customers, as giving them importance, giving importance to their needs, it will automatically make them engaged and committed to their job, and that will lead to customer satisfaction. So this is how employee satisfaction can lead to customer satisfaction. Is it clear to you? Is there any doubt? Is there anything you want to ask in job satisfaction? Have you understood?
Ma'am, please
Yes.
repeat the last one.
The one which I said that employee satisfaction leads to customer satisfaction.
Yes, ma'am.
अच्छा देखो, हम लोग एक एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं. हाँ, मान लीजिए कि आपने कहीं कस्टमर केयर पे कॉल किया, ठीक है. नाउ कस्टमर केयर क्या होते हैं? जनरली कॉल सेंटर्स या बीपीओज होते हैं, या कस्टमर सपोर्ट एम्प्लॉइज सॉरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का खुद का एक यूनिट होता है जहाँ वो कस्टमर सपोर्ट करते हैं, ठीक है ना. सपोज वो उनकी 12 या 14 आवर्स की शिफ्ट है, या वो बहुत दे आर वेरी लो पेड एम्प्लॉइज, तो वो क्या होगा? वो इतना फ्रस्ट्रेटेड होंगे अपने ही जॉब से क्योंकि वो सेटिस्फाइड नहीं है, तो वो आपकी बात को ध्यान से सुनेंगे भी नहीं कि सुन के भी क्या होगा, क्यों सॉल्व करें हम इनकी प्रॉब्लम, या व्हाई शुड आई वरी अबाउट इट. बट सपोज वो वेल पेड है, या उनकी नीड्स आर वेल टेकन केयर ऑफ, तो वो सेटिस्फाइड है, सो दे विल लिसन टू यू नाइसली बिकॉज उसी का तो रिटर्न उनकी जॉब उन्हें दे रही है. They will care for their job, they will care for the customers because they want to continue with their job, right? They want to get the returns and the incentives that the job is giving them. So employee satisfaction agar hoga to generally satisfied employees जो होते हैं वो अपने customers को भी अच्छे से deal करते हैं. Is that clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
ऑलराइट. आपका खुद का एक्सपीरियंस होगा, किसी किसी आउटलेट पे या शॉप पे आप जाएंगे तो वहां पर जो लोग होते हैं वो आप कोई प्रोडक्ट मांगे नहीं है तो दे विल ट्राई एंड सजेस्ट कि यू कैन ट्राई दिस, और प्लीज दिस इज आल्सो अ गुड प्रोडक्ट, एंड समबडी विल से नो वी डू नॉट हैव, वी हैव ओनली दिस मच स्टफ, है ना. तो वी कैन रिलेट कि कैसे हो सकता है कि वो सेटिस्फाइड नहीं हो अपनी वर्किंग कंडीशन से, तो दे डू नॉट केयर कि उनकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ग्रो करे या ना करे. Right? Now you have understood, Jayanti?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, great.